The world's largest EV manufacturer, BYD, built your dreams, made its India debut back in 2021 with the E6 MPV. Since then, there's no turning back for the company because they've had a consistent year-on-year growth. What's surprising is that 60% of their EV sales come from commercial segment, which speaks the volume and the potential of this car. But that said, the competition has grown significantly, especially in the EV space, and BYD wanted to ensure that they stay in the game with the newest avatar of their best-selling EV in India. So what is the new BYD eMAX 7 all about? How different is it from the E6? What are the features it gets? What are the variants, battery pack options and also range? Watch the complete video to find it all out. This is Harshit and you're watching TOI Auto. The BYD eMAX 7 is essentially the heavily updated version of the BYD E6 and gets significant exterior, interior and powertrain updates, and also gets long list of features. The EV MPV is offered with two variants, Premium and Superior. The price of both variants are flashing on your screen right now. It's also offered with both 6 and 7 seat layout. This was something which was not offered with the previous E6. With the previous E6, BYD was more focused towards commercial fleet operators. The design, interior, features and materials surely made it feel it that way. But with the new eMAX 7, BYD says it's designed to cater both commercial fleet operators as well as personal vehicle buyers. The overall silhouette of the EV MPV remains same except for few changes done to the car. At front, it gets a new bumper with sleek new grille and new pair of LED headlamps with sharp crystal diamond floating LED units, which gives it a fresh and premium look. At sides, nothing much has been changed except it now gets 17-inch alloy wheels, which looks pretty good. It also gets many chrome surrounds here and there, which gives it a premium look. Moving rear, it gets a redesigned tailgate, a new bumper and now also features connected LED tail lamps. Other highlights include shark fin antenna, roof rails and chrome surrounds, which gives it a premium yet elegant look, which was absent in the previous E6. Overall, the design of the MPV makes it look very premium, stylish and doesn't feel basic, and at the same time it's conventional, practical, clean and nothing too shouty. Now let's move inside. The overall dashboard layout looks same as before except it now gets soft touch materials all around, including the dashboard panels. The biggest highlight of the interior is the 12.8-inch floating rotatable touchscreen infotainment system. For reference, the previous E6 used to get a smaller 10.1-inch unit. The center console has been slightly redesigned and features new switchgear, wireless charging pads and also new drive gear selector. The EV MPV now also gets new steering wheel. However, it continues to get analog cluster with a small 5-inch MID digital display which puts out various information. Overall, the interior now feels luxurious, premium and functional. The old one felt pretty basic. The 12.8-inch floating rotatable touchscreen infotainment system is a responsive unit and gets Android-based operating system. The touch response resolution is pretty much on point and also gets connected car technology with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. This was absent in the previous E6. Other features include 360-degree camera, which is really brilliant, ventilated and powered front seats, electric tailgate, fixed panoramic roof, automatic climate control, 6 speakers and a lot more. In terms of safety, it gets 6 airbags, electronic parking brake with auto hold, traction control, TPMS, level 2 ADAS features such as automatic emergency braking, blind spot detection, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist and a lot more. Talking about the comfort of front seats, it offers good cushioning. However, I felt that the support isn't that great. The underthigh support and bolster support could have been better. However, the space is generous and also gets ventilation function along with electric adjustment. Moving to the back, the doors open really wide, which means easy ingress and egress. It also gets 170 mm of ground clearance, which is pretty good. This also means that getting in and out isn't gonna be a big task. Once you're inside, you'll be greeted with loads of space thanks to generous 2800 mm of wheelbase. The floor is near flat and there's tons of space to move around. Even with the driver's seat pushed to its maximum setting, there is still good amount of space to stretch in the back. Talking about the third row, getting in is pretty easy as the middle row slides all the way front, which liberates large opening. Once seated at the back, you'll appreciate the space and comfort. Adults can sit here comfortably, but not for very long drives. Now let's drive the new BYD eMAX 7 and see how it performs in real world. But before that, let me tell you the details of variants and battery pack options. As I mentioned previously, the eMAX 7 is offered with two main variants, Premium and Superior. The Premium gets a 55.4 kilowatt unit with an NADC range of 420 kilometers in one full charge, whereas the Superior gets a bigger 71.8 kilowatt unit with claimed range of 530 kilometers in one full charge. The Premium trim gets 163 HP of power and a claimed 0 to 100 kph time of 10.1 seconds, whereas the Superior has a 204 HP of power and has a claimed 0 to 100 time of 8.6 seconds. Talking about the charging, both variants get a 7 kilowatt AC fast charger as standard. The Premium's battery is capable of 89 kilowatt DC fast charging, whereas the Superior's pack is rated at 115 kilowatt. So we drove the top of the line Superior trim with bigger 71.8 kilowatt battery pack paired with an electric motor with 204 HP of power and 310 Nm of torque. This variant has 530 km of claimed range. While this number is great on paper, what's impressive is that in the real world, what we get was actually very close to it. We drove the eMAX 7 about close to 120 km in the city roads as well as in highways. And at the end of the day, there was still close to 350 km range left. Just like any other electric cars in the market, the outline acceleration is pretty good because you get torque from 0 RPM. Keep in mind that this EV eMAX 7 is tuned more towards efficiency and comfort. So there isn't that sudden burst of EV torque when you press the accelerator. The EV gains speed pretty quickly, and in our test runs, we reached 0 to 100 kph in under 9 seconds despite its near 2 tons weight, which is pretty impressive for a car this size. Out on the highway, the eMAX 7 is quite comfortable and can also go up to triple digit speeds very quickly. The NVH levels are pretty good with minimal road and tire noise coming into the cabin. In terms of ride comfort, the eMAX 7 performs quite really well. The suspension setup isn't that stiff but is set on a softer side. At low speeds, it deals very well with road imperfections and is a lot more mature and refined in the way it rolls around. Due to its soft suspension, the handling isn't that great. At higher speeds, it feels stable, but it's quite floaty around corners. The steering is light at low speeds and weighs up adequately well at higher speeds. As a result of that, the MPV is easy to drive around in city. Finally, talking about the verdict, the BYD eMAX 7 is surely a good and required update that the E6 needed, and I'm sure it continues to be the best selling EV for the brand in the Indian market. It's got an extremely spacious and quiet cabin, good set of features, comfort, and also more importantly, low running costs. This will surely appeal many buyers and will also offer fleet buyers some important and specific benefits. In conclusion, if you're looking for a stylish, practical, feature-loaded and eco-friendly SUV, the BYD eMAX 7 is definitely worth considering. However, prospective buyers should weigh the limitations of charging infrastructure and the initial cost against the long-term savings and environmental benefits. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe. If you do have any questions, please do shoot it down in the comments below and I'm surely going to answer back.